What is going on, people, and welcome back to my adventure or quest to find and pick my NHL ice hockey team. I've narrowed it down to the final four. I've gone through all 32 teams, narrowed it down now to the final four, and this is what this video is going to be about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're fans of any of these teams, arguments for and against. Out of these four teams, I have a front runner out of these four teams in my head at the moment, which I like the most, but I still haven't fully decided. So I've narrowed it down to four, and let's get into it. So first up, we've got the St. Louis Blues, my number one ranking in the logos. They won that. I know that they're kind of developing as a team at the moment, and they've been going on a really nice run in terms of performance lately and getting results. Possibly a few years off of being in the playoffs consistently, I would say. Having a good run currently in a number of wins. And I love that logo, as you know. St. Louis Blues is one option. New York Rangers, which I've been putting things on Facebook and that in groups that I've joined to just learn and get other people's thoughts. They don't seem to get a lot of love. Someone was like, that's like supporting Manchester United in football, which I had to break it to that person that I am also a Manchester United fan. But the New York Rangers, I don't have this hate towards them that a lot of people seem to have. Obviously a historic franchise, very noticeable logo as well, just in sports history. Just missing out on the finals playoffs last year. And I like that Zibanejad. A few of their other players I feel like I could grow to like. But yeah, historic franchise, in and amongst the playoffs most years. But they're another option and I quite like. Next up is the Dallas Stars. Been very impressed with them in the playoffs I've been watching from last year. Obviously, finally losing out to the Oilers, nearly making it to the finals themselves, similar to the New York Rangers. My favourite player out of all the teams I've checked out so far and just learning this game is Jason Robertson for the Stars. Just really like his style of play, how involved and how important he is to his team. So he's my favourite current player, even though I'm new to the game. At the Dallas Stars, I felt like they put up a good fight in them playoffs, regardless of who they played, and the Oilers just had a little bit more star power in the end to get through it. But very impressed with the Dallas Stars, and they look like a team that probably are only going to get stronger and better. And lastly, I've got the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, I know that they're a bit more of an older team now. Recently won the Stanley Cup a few years back. I know a lot of their players have moved on and they are a bit more of an aging squad, but I feel like they can still bounce back. I know I don't have a lot of knowledge about the players so far yet, but I feel like they're a strong organisation, and they will bounce back at some point and win another cup, I think. So I don't know a lot of the players out of all these teams. I know a few of the Dallas Stars, a couple of the Rangers. Don't know any of the Blues players yet, to be honest. I've checked out a few of their highlights, but I'm not to the point where I know their names or the players. And similar with Tampa Bay Lightning as well. So player factor, a little bit of an edge towards the Rangers and the Stars. But that's just because I haven't seen the Lightning and the Blues in last year's playoffs, which has been my starting point in this journey to find a new team and just come into ice hockey and learn about the history. I thought a good starting point would be last year's playoffs. I've still got to get through all this season. I know we're not that far off the playoffs this year, but I'm not even dipped my toes into this year's stuff, even the regular season, because I've been doing my research from last year and starting off at the playoffs. And obviously watch documentaries and stuff in the 90s and that, but because I'm trying to get into hockey now, I thought a good place would be last year's playoffs. So that is my starting point. A little bit of information for you as well to help you if you want to suggest anything in the comments. But yeah, be glad to hear your thoughts on it. Interested as well to hear your thoughts, because I could get people that view this video, you might all be fans from each four of these teams. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Back your team, give some arguments for or against, and I hope you enjoy it. Final four, it's getting exciting. Have a good one in a bit.